fans, do you want to win your share of $100,000? Simply enter the houseofboxing.com Fight Night Prediction Challenge. Compete with boxing fans around the world. Simply head over to houseofboxing.com and sign up now.
This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and William Hill. Delighted, as always, to be joined with Frank Warren. We've just concluded the press conference for the chief support of Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, Fabio Wardley versus David Adeleye. A lot of back and forth between the two. How did you find that?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's obviously a bit of needle between them, to say the least, and it's going to be a good fight. It's for the British Commonwealth belts. There's a couple of other, I think BC silver belts and so forth on the line. This is a cracking fight. Both undefeated. They've got a massive platform. You say it's the main support bout to Tyson and Ngannou. It's going to be seen all around the world. So the winner of this fight has got an amazing platform to show what he's all about, and he'll take a real, take the opportunity of it to show them what they're all about.
And for someone like David, who you've brought him through, you've manufactured him, you've been through the Queensberry doors, now to finally have the shot at Fabio Wardley, to have this fight on TNT and have it on, must be a good feeling as well to have it on such a big stage.
It is. I mean, it's a fight I'm really looking for. As a fan, I'm looking forward to it. As I say, they're both undefeated. We worked hard to get David where he's at. The fight was ordered by the British Boxing Board of Control, and through David's team, we managed to, David's team and Fabio's team, to agree terms and get it on. So I'm pleased that it's on TNT, and obviously I'm pleased it's on the big show in Riyadh.
Is it good, as you said there, talking about the British title being on the line? This hasn't happened since, I think it was on in Gibraltar, and I think Louis said something about it was fought in Australia in like the 1900s. So it's quite fitting that a fight this big has got the British title on the line, that it's never usually fought outside of Britain. Well,
it's not, but it's a fight that will have British officials. So it's going to be great. I mean, where the fight takes place, I think, is irrelevant. It's the magnitude of the fight, and it is a big fight in a very sexy division for Britain. The heavyweight division's really good. We're blessed with some great heavyweights, and these two guys are looking to be the next big thing.
We'll go on to some of the names that have been mentioned there. A massive event. Who are we expecting to see potentially ringside here? Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Tyson?
There'll be a lot of people coming in to see the event. I mean, it's captured a lot of interest. It'll be a star-studded event. Star-studded.
We'll move on. Last week we had Malik Scott over in UK shores, obviously trainer of Deontay Wilder. Was talking about potentially options for Deontay Wilder. Obviously AJ might not be in the picture now. One of the names that he did mention that he would like would be Zhilei Zhang, obviously with Queensberry. Is that quite exciting for that, the potential of that fight?
That's a great fight. I wouldn't have a problem making that fight.
I mean, exactly. What do you think of that fight, or do you think that could potentially be next?
We'll see. I mean, there's a lot to do, but Zhilei's with us, and he's made a massive impact, and he at the moment he's the mandatory for the WBO version of the title. So, he'll be looking to want to get his mandatory and get his shot at the title. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, he'll fight, and whether it be Deontay or somebody else, we'll see.
How likely do you think, how close are we for the WBO potentially calling that mandatory? How long would WBO? So how long would we be willing to wait?
Well, at the moment, the fight is signed, as we all know, between Tyson and Usyk, and that's got priority over everything. So that's all too soon to be getting to. But sometime next year, these mandatories will be called, and the next one is the IBF, and then the one after that is the WBO.
Well, we'll go on to talking about governing bodies. We did see the WBA come out and they concluded their decision with Oleksandr Usyk and Daniel Dubois. Was you shocked and disappointed at that decision that they've upheld it?
I'm disappointed with they not even considered what our complaint was. What they come back with doesn't even address it. We complained about the referee not giving, as I've said on many occasions, giving specific instructions to the boxers, both boxers in fact, not giving specific instructions, and for what he did regarding giving the amount of time he did, which was nearly 4 minutes, for Usyk to rest, even when he wanted to carry on himself, after a blow that weren't even a low blow.
What would be the position now that you want to take? Do you think it's just a decision that you've got to accept?
No, we will appeal that.
Fair enough. What would you want next for Daniel Dubois after this? Obviously, he will go through the appeal.
His tonsils out, so he's out of action until next year.
That's completely fair enough. Moving on to the weekend's action, I'm not sure you was a keen viewer, but we did see KSI versus Tommy Fury. What did you make of the fight?
Look, it was what it was. I mean, it was a 6-round fight, and it wasn't exciting by any shape or form. And the rest of it was, I mean, it was pretty average, below average.
Tommy Fury did say he's done with fighting influencer boxers, and he does want to. Is he back? Is he back to Queensbury?
He's beaten more, hasn't he? He's beaten both the guys he's been in with. He's made a tremendous amount of money out of it, and good luck to him, and that's great. If he wants to come back and fight, he will have to. But obviously, the bottom line of all that is you're not going to earn the money from boxing that he'll earn from fighting these YouTubers at the moment, who've got this audience of people who want to watch them.
Well, Frank, thank you for your time as always, and appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Cheers.